I am Terry Ann DiGiulio, and we are in Westchester, Pennsylvania. I am happiest when I'm out on my bike. Cycling is what brings me joy. I also love art, and I'm an artist, so I love spending time in my studio. I like writing, so I'd say being outside, kayaking, hiking, cycling, or being in my art studio. So my first cancer diagnosis, I had 2 surgeries. My second diagnosis, I had radiation. And then my third diagnosis was I did not want surgery. So I met with my medical oncologist, my radiation oncologist, and then my surgical oncologist. And all the facts pointed to surgery. So I acquiesced and said, all right, I'll have surgery. But then this amazing thing happened, right? So I'm sitting in my surgeon's office and I ask him, I'm a very inquisitive patient. And I'm like, walk me through the surgery again. This is what I know about it. You know, you're gonna put me under, you're gonna collapse my lung, you're gonna find the tumor. So how are you gonna find the tumor? And he said, well, I'm gonna feel around, you know, put my fingers through your ribs and feel around in your lungs. And I'm like, that's what they were doing 17 years ago. Really? I'm surprised that you're still doing it that way. Because, well, we have this new clinical study that you're a candidate for. Do you want to participate? And I asked him what it was, and he's like, well, we're going to inject you with this fluorescent dye the day before your surgery. It's a randomized study, so you may or may not get it. And I said, well, it sounds pretty cool. You know, if it'll help you find the tumor, let's do it. So I went in, and I was infused. And the next day, it was like being on a game show. You know, I woke up and I'm like, well, did I get the special camera? And they said, yes, you did. When the doctor walked in and said, we found a second tumor. He was excited. He goes, we found a second tumor. And I'm like, wait, what? You found a second tumor? How'd you do that? And he's like, a second tumor glowed. And I said, did we see that on our CAT scan? It was nowhere on the CAT scan. They even went back to look at it and they couldn't find it. And he said, but we got them both. And I said, that's all that matters. You got them both. That's amazing. And the pathology came back that they were both malignant. So this whole clinical trial that I was in saved me from another surgery or radiation or another treatment 2 years, maybe 3 down the road, because my cancer grows slowly. But now I don't have to have it, and I can just go on with my life. And the beautiful thing about this recovery versus the last recovery, whereas it was weeks before the pain went away and months before I could be on my bike, 30 days after surgery, I rode my bike 30 miles to celebrate. It was really cool to participate in a clinical study and have the fluorescent dye be approved for my particular type of cancer, because the lung cancer community desperately needs advances. It's an insidious disease. We are underfunded and we need advances in treatment, and this is really going to help people. I'm just so grateful to the people that are out there working with us, that are by our side, helping us advance treatments for this insidious disease. This gives hope to both the patient and the medical community. This is a pretty amazing discovery.